Welcome back to the Abundant Harvest Homestead. I'm still Papa Pepper, and I'm still talking about this multi-grafted small little apple tree here that currently has 10 different varieties on it, and I wouldn't be surprised if I wind up with 20 or 30 varieties on here. And I have a reason for that. One is I know a number of people who have established trees in different areas of the country who have that variety. And if you have a variety that's past its plant patent, you can sit there and just take a scion when it's dormant and legally graft it onto a different tree. Now, I'm still newer to this area. I haven't been growing apples here long. I've only had a couple apples off my own trees on this property. I know that there's a lot of varieties out there, and what I want to do is I want to test what works best in my area. So if I've got a buddy who has 5 different apple trees, and I got another buddy who has 4 different apple trees, and they're not the same, and they each give me some scions, that's 9 different varieties that I could test on a tree. Once they get bigger and start producing, I can see what works best on my property, and then maybe cut off some other branches and graft some more of those ones that I know are doing well. I think it's great as I drive around, especially when things are fruiting. I'm showing my children constantly, hey, that's probably a crab apple. Look, that's an apple. That's a pear. Check out that one there. And if I see what's really doing well, it's an opportunity for me to stop, knock on somebody's door and say, look, couldn't help but notice your tree. Do you know what variety it is? You know, if they're kind, could I possibly sample a fruit? If they're still kind, could I maybe come back this winter and just take a couple cuttings and put them on? I have a pear tree right here, heavy laden. We already pulled probably 200 pears off it or more, and I bet you there's still over 100 left. But I was driving by somebody's house, I saw a tree, I didn't know what it was. I wasn't sure, is it an apple, is it a pear, is it an Asian persimmon? Something's going on here. So I knocked on the door, I said, hey, I saw them laying on the ground. You know, there was pears laying on the ground. I said, could I try those? And she said, oh yeah, sure. And she told me what they tasted like, so I knew that she had been trying them. So I grabbed some of them, took some of the fruit home, and we thought they were the best tasting pears we'd ever tasted. I don't know what variety it is. She doesn't know. All I know is they're the tastiest I've ever tasted, and it's an older pear tree. So I went back that fall and said, hey, I stopped in here before you. Let me sample some fruit. It's dormant now. Could I just take a couple cuttings to graft onto my trees? And now I have at least 1, 2, 3, probably at least 4 different trees on my property that I have branches from those scions I took and grafted onto mine, so I could have that here because I know how good it tastes. So as you're able to drive around, look at what's producing, get to know people, see, they may bless you with an opportunity to grab something for free. In the previous video, I talked about scions a lot of times you can buy for like $5. And that's not much either. Go online, we're zone 6B, 7A. I can Google best apples for zone 6B, 7A. And it'll tell me different things based on what people have already experienced. I can get some of those scions, test them myself. Because I may have my own microclimate here. There's a pond on the other side of the camera. There's different things going on, okay? But I want to know what works best for me. Take some information from some others. Look around, see what's doing well in your area. Test it yourself, and then you're able, you know, without planting 15 different varieties of trees. Grafting like this allows you to see what happens, see what flowers well, what fruits well, see what works well in your area, see what's resistant to whatever pests and diseases and stuff you may have in your area, and then you can have more of those. If I've got this scion here, from here up to the scion, it's grafted right here. If this does fantastic, other stuff doesn't, then when it's dormant, I can cut back more of those in the future years and graft more of those on. So anyway, hope that helps. It's what I'm doing here to try to maximize my potential and you know, use what I have. This apple tree is growing already. So now I can use it because I have it, but how can I use it more wisely, be a more faithful steward, and use it in a more beneficial way to help me test what's really going to work well in my area. Anyways, hope that helps. If you've got any comments, leave them in the comment section. We'll continue the discussion down there. I'll see you next time. Papa out.